Welcome to another installment of Rapid Licks. Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something a little bit on the spicy side for you. This is a really slick kind of lick sequence thing that I first heard in the Scorpions' classic tune, Rock You Like a Hurricane. The guitar player in question, one Matthias Jabs, fantastic player. He was pretty much in all the big hits. I mean, everybody thinks of the Scorpions. The first two guitar players you think of immediately are Uli John Roth and Michael Schenker, right? And I find that, there's a lot of great licks that good old Matthias had here that nobody really talks about. Anyway, this is one of the licks that he does that I really like. I remember learning this way back when I did a cover for a band of Rock You Like a Hurricane, and I nabbed it. So in the spirit of this channel, what I've done is I've taken basically that lick. He only plays it, I think, once or twice, maybe 3 times in a sequence. I've made it a big, long sequence, and I've made it just generally harder because that's what we like to do around here. Anyway, so for the purpose of this video, I'm going to do everything more or less loosely based around A minor. So if you don't know A minor, go check out A minor and then come back and I'll show you what's going on. Basically, what we're going to be doing is just really working just on 2 strings. So we're going to be looking at the G and the B string. And we're just going to be cruising up these 2 strings all up to the top here until we finish it off. And I finished off kind of like how he does in the solo. Just with a big kind of compound bend, that sort of thing. But we'll get to that in the breakdown, so stick around. Alright, so the lick itself. Let's get started with that. So, what I want you to do to begin with, again, we're in A minor, so just think of it more or less on 2 strings. So, if you're here on the G string, we're going to start off on the A. A minor, nothing fancy. All right, so to kick this off, the way this lick goes, I'm going to show you basically the finger pattern, and this just repeats. So the finger pattern is the lick, then I'll show you the sequence. So the pattern, I don't know if you can see this here. What I want you to do, your middle finger down here on the G string on the 2nd fret, which happens to be an A. We're in A minor, makes sense, right? So you pick that. Then what I need you to do is jump onto the B string, 1st fret, pick that, and then hammer on and pull off from the 3rd. Right? So this is what we got. With me? Good. Okay, so that's basically the lick. That motion. All we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to start sliding all up and down the neck. So to begin with, we go. So after you've played that, I want you to play the A string, or the A note again, which is the 2nd fret on the G string. Slide that up 1 full step to the 4th, and we're going to repeat the pattern. So basically we got this so far. Now repeat that same pattern. So you're just going to jump onto the 3rd fret on the B string, hammer on and pull off of the 5th, and then you're going to slide again. So far, all together, here's what we have. With me? Good. Now we're going to slide up again, up to the 7th fret on the G string. Then you're going to pick the 6th fret of the B string, hammer on and pull off from the 8. So this is, all together, it'll look like this. With me? Good. Now we're going to slide up again to the 9th fret on the G string, and then you're going to pick the 8th fret on the B string, hammer on and pull off from the 10th, and then you're going to be picking again here on the G string on the 9th fret and slide up again. Now when I played this through, I slid up right here to the 11th. Now those of you might be thinking, but wait a minute, you said we're in A minor. That's not an A minor. You're right, it isn't. I borrowed this from E minor. The scale is very similar. We only got 1 note difference. If you're playing this quickly and you do it on maybe, the 5th, which is an E, you might be able to get away with this. So use your ears. Otherwise, you can skip this. But if you skip this little piece right here, you're doing something like this. Sounds great, but that's a big jump. So anyway, back to where we are. So what I want you to do, if you're going to be playing it with the slightly out of key piece here, we're going to play 11th fret on the G string, play the B string on the 10th fret, hammer on, pull off to the 12. And of course you pick back on the G string right there on the 11 and slide that up. So now we're all the way up here to the 14th fret, which again happens to be an A. So let's just play that through all up to this point here with that piece there that's slightly out of key, and you'll see what we got. All right, here we go. With me? Good. All right, so now that we slid all the way up here to good old 14 on the G string, what I want you to do is pick the 13th fret on the B, hammer on and pull off to 15. Pick back onto the 14th there and slide up to the 16th fret. And you guessed it, we're going to pick on the B string on the 15th fret, hammer on and pull off to the 17. Right, good. Back onto the G string on the 16th fret. And this is our last phrase here. We're going to slide from there up to the 19th fret on the G string. Pick on the B string the, oh, I gotta look at this and think for a minute, the 18th fret, hammer on, pull off to the 20. Now when I finish this, after you do your hammer on, so I pick and play that last note again on the 20, so on the B string 20, and I bend that up to an A, which is that note right there. You can check it against the note on the 17th fret on the high E, because that's also an A. That's what I'm doing, but as I play that and bend up, I use my my ring finger and I grab the 19th fret on the high E, so I get that kind of noise. Clashes a bit. Basically what I'm doing is I'm playing the minor third and the root, so A plus C, which is the minor third. But it sounds great, right? So all together, that looks like this. All right, let's play this whole thing together one time, slowly. All right, let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, maximum effort. All right, so there you go. That's the whole lick, the Matthias Jabs kind of cool, sweet hammer-on pull-off slidey lick from Rock You Like a Hurricane. Really cool lick. You don't have to play it the way I'm doing it. If you're either with this position, feel free to move this all over and just, you know, use this shape as you see fit. Just make sure you do things that are within the scale. If you start reaching outside of there and playing things that are ergonomic that are outside of the scale, be very careful with how long you linger on those notes because, well, they're wrong. They're going to sound a little off unless maybe you've got some clever chords voicing, you know, underneath that allow you to do that. But pay attention, trust your ears. But yeah, like just, you know, things like... slide around and do whatever you want, whatever feels good, you know, it's a good little lick. All right, so that's all I've got for you is that this slippery, neat little lick from Matthias Jab from the 80s. I quite like this lick. I find it really useful if you're, you know, playing along to a jam track in A minor. Whip this thing out. You can put it in just about any position. It'll sound really neat, kind of catches your ear. It's a little bit slippery. And yeah, just try and come up with your own phrasing with it. I'd love to see anything you do post using this kind of idea on Instagram. I'm pretty active there, so hashtag Rapid Licks. I'll likely see you and give you a thumbs up. And yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Really, that kind of helps out the channel and keeps me motivated to make more content, which is always good. It's a win-win for everybody. But yeah, so that's all I got for you. So until next time, keep on shredding and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.